Hi everyone, it's National Cupcake Week, and as you'll know from my other video, I really like cupcakes, especially the ones from Waitrose. That's one of them. Went down to Waitrose this morning, but I was very disappointed to discover that they don't have as many as they used to have, and that is just not on for National Cupcake Week. They used to have plates, tiered plates just full of cupcakes. But anyway, I managed to get 4. Shared one with my husband and got this one. And after that I shall go on the exercise bike and probably do half of the video that I took cycling on Dartmoor. The last 2 days I've done the Osmotherley cycle ride video, split over 2 days because it's quite a long video, and it's a stunning ride. It really is gorgeous, and so it has to really go into my list of favourite North Yorkshire cycle rides, even with the bit in the middle on the B road, which I'll talk about in a moment. So that's number 4 in my favourite North Yorkshire bike rides, and it's actually in this book. It's another Nick Cotton bike ride. It's number 2, I think, in this book, and I did the ride exactly as per this book. So the ride is a clockwise ride. Obviously it starts in Osmotherley, and then, which is a really nice village where John Wesley preached once. I think it had one of the earliest Methodist churches there or something. But anyway, you start off and you do a bit of climbing onto the moorland near Osmotherley, and it's very picturesque. It reminds me of Dartmoor a bit. It's really nice. Bit of a climb, but it's almost like a warm-up, because before long you descend quite steeply down a hill and eventually end up at the A19, which is a busy road and you have to cross it, so do take care. And then you just cycle along some pretty flattish lanes the other side of the A19 before joining it again, crossing it again, take care, and heading towards Carlton in Cleveland. And when you get to Carlton in Cleveland, it's all been pretty easy going so far. You follow the signposts to Chopgate, which starts you off on one heck of a climb. It is a real big climb up to the top there, quite long, and I would love to hear from anyone who's done that ride in one go, that hill, because I didn't. I pushed my bike up a fair bit of it. It's a very steep hill, and it winds right up to the top where there's some fantastic views before evening off a bit. It's a bit flat up and downhill, very pleasant, gorgeous views, until it gets to Chopgate, which is where it joins the B road. Now that's the first third of the ride, because it's like a ride of 3 parts. You've got that first bit that I've just described, then you've got the 11 miles on the B road, which isn't ideal, but there's no other way to do it because of the geography of the area. So you head along that B road, and after about 10 miles look out for a church on the left, which is quite easy to miss, and I think there's a bed and breakfast farmhouse after that, and it goes into woodland, and just as the road bends towards the left, you've got a turning. There's a kind of triangle of grass and a phone box, and that's where you turn off down the lane. It's really the first turning that there is after Chopgate, because there's nothing else apart from the odd farm track. So you're turning right down this lane, and this is when the final third of the ride begins, and this section is pretty strenuous, incredibly beautiful. It really is. Check it out on the video. at the end. As I said, I'm going to put a link at the bottom of the screen, and kind of fast forward through the video to get to that bit where I turn off, because it is beautiful. It's also a good one to do on the exercise bike. I did it yesterday. It has some very steep climbs, some very steep descents, and it's uphill, down dale, gradually climbing up onto moorland again. So you do actually get to a point where it's completely featureless. It's typical moorland, heather, not much else, and the road obviously. And then towards the end you descend back to Osmotherley. And I did the ride on a really hot day, so when I got back to the car, luckily it had some water left over, which I just poured over my head, which I would recommend. I would highly recommend that. Just pour it over your head, it cools you down. So yeah, that is number 4 in my favourite North Yorkshire cycle rides, if you can bear the bit in the middle, and if you can cope with the hills. And meanwhile, while I'm making this video, I've, as you can see, eaten half my cupcake, so I'll be on the exercise bike soon. Oh, the sun's come out. So I didn't go cycling today, and I didn't go cycling yesterday either because of the wind. It's been very, very windy and rainy and just generally not nice. So I hope I can get out soon. I haven't decided where I'm going to go next, whether I'll head for the Yorkshire Dales again, which are new to me this year for cycling. I've walked there for years, ever since the 1980s really, but I haven't cycled there until this year. Or maybe I'll do the Easing World area again, which I really enjoy going to. Or I may do Bedale, because it's a while since I've been up there. I think I went up to the Bedale area when I got my new bike in the spring. That'd be March, but I think that's the last time I did it, so I might head up there. And I haven't been to the Peak District for some time because it's a bit of a trek to get there, but and the rides are, as you'd imagine, quite strenuous, but really nice. So no, I'm not sure where I'll go next, but I'm sure I'll produce a video of it if it's somewhere that I haven't been before. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out the videos that will pop up at the end, at the bottom of the screen. I'll probably put a link to the Dartmoor ride again. So you've got the Osmotherley and the Dartmoor, my 2 most strenuous cycle rides to date. Although they kind of fight with the other ride I did in Devon, from Crediton and North Taunton, which was a very strenuous ride. So there you are.